Hello, welcome to the next JKS Motorsports video slash bit of a recap of Offroad Outlaws 2025. As you can see behind me, we brought home some goodies that I'm extremely proud of. A lot of people put in a lot of effort for that weekend just for our team, let alone all the organisational stuff. Big thank you to Matt and Carly Gillett, as well as the Blinko family, Superior Engineering for being a major sponsor, King Chrome for all of the effort that they put in, as well as all of the fun that they had. Just thank you to everybody involved. So I'm just going to quickly run through our success from the weekend and the fun that we had and all that stuff. But after that, there's clips of us racing. All of my favourite bits from the weekend. I've gone through a lot of footage, like 18 hours or something off the GoPros. One of which died. The GoPro literally died in the dust. I don't know how, but like the video like split down the middle, and it was two completely unrelated clips like merged into one. So unfortunately, half the weekend I only had the cockpit view, but there is some gold in there as far as I'm concerned. So I've very much enjoyed editing that video. Feel free to skip ahead if you just want to watch the racing video, that's all good. But just a quick recap of the weekend first. Got up there on Thursday morning, had enough time to do a quick check over the car, put some stickers on and get scrutineered, and then did not have enough time to pre-run the course. We showed up at the start line like a minute too late. It's fair enough. I had no idea what the time was. But yeah, so we didn't get to see the long course at all before the race started, which was pretty spicy because we'd heard people going, oh, you're not going to believe the mud hill we've got to go up, and you're not going to believe the rock we've got to go over. And we received diagrams of set obstacles and stuff. It was what it was. We got to it and we got through it when we got there. But it was, yeah, it was kind of surprising, especially the V-rock, I think, like pulling up to this thing that we couldn't see over. But we did it. We accidentally found a line that worked really well for us by the front left wheel slipping off the rock. Luckily I had the Nerf bars on the side to push us away from the rock, otherwise we would have lost the door and the rear guard and everything every time I went down it, every single lap. So that was good. Yeah, it was a really fun track. God, I was tired. I had surgery on my sinuses maybe three and a half weeks before the event, and I'd spent most of that time in bed. I tried to go to work the week before, couldn't stand up for that long. It turns out if you lay in bed for 3 weeks straight, you experience some atrophy to your muscles and your energy, and I was pooped. Did my best, and we did really well, like realistically by and large. We did 7 laps, and our last lap was a heater. We were just having so much fun. As you'll see in the clips, we were singing along, having a great time. We were crazy as we were not doing race pace flat out. And in the video, there's a bit of a montage of how many times we waved to people. We were just saying bye to everybody as we went past, or as they went past us. It was good fun. But yeah, do not recommend a 6-hour endurance off-road race within a month of having relatively major surgery on your face. Nonetheless, we did good, had lots of fun. In the 6-hour enduro, the total list of breakages slash things that needed to be repaired was we broke a drive belt, which we had a spare on board, and there was very slight movement in one of the tie rod outer hind joints. That's it. We could have been going so much faster along the fence lines and stuff, but we were just taking care of it. Just weren't pushing it. Friday night was cool. Took the car up to the show and shine. That was awesome. I needed a shower and a bit of a lay down, so I didn't hang around for too long, but I got to meet a few people. That was really nice. It was cool to see a couple of things. It was cool to park beside Marshall's Polaris / monster truck and literally pull up in the car and look up at him in a side-by-side up there. Think, wow, I'm so happy that we did how we did through the rocks and everything today with our lack of clearance. So that was cool to compare the cars that were all competing for the same prize with no handicaps or anything. And it was really cool to meet people. A bunch of people came up and asked about the car, had a look over it, asked where it was built, to which I answered, by the way. SBH Engineering in South Australia. Simon Herman is a genius. The car is a work of art, as I've told Simon, and I'm pretty sure I've said probably multiple times in these videos. Saturday morning was the drags. So my mate Geordie as the navigator for Shannon McNabb's Ultra 4, the Davimac Bronco built as it was Ultra 4, which was recently bought by Jet Racing. Now, in the very small amount of pre-running that we did, or me learning how to drive the brand new car, took Geordie around, we were doing some videos and stuff, and I said to him, after giving it a hit along the track, I said, Now, I'm pretty sure I know the answer, but what do you reckon's faster, this or the Ultra 4? And I was expecting him to say, oh, Shannon's Ultra 4, it's however many 100 horsepower. But he didn't answer immediately, and so for the split second I held out hope, and he said, you know, bloody hell, it'd be close. But I'm excited to see it at Outlaws. I said, yeah, so am I. So I think we ended up doing 5 maybe. It was 4 or 5 drag races, just because we kept coming around to the start line and, yes, Matt, send us again. And one of the fun ones was the King Chrome 4-seater Polaris, which I think I heard Matt say, I think it was 300 horsepower or thereabouts, but had all the boys in the car, all 4 seats were full of bodies, and they were just having such a good time. And it was really cool pulling out to the start line. Looked across and saw Macca in the seat, gave him a wave. TJC next to him, I think Tank was driving. As I had Tina Arena Sorrento Moon blasting, I answered whatever Matt asked over the speakers, and then gave the nod, and off we went. And it was crisp too. It was right at the climax of the chorus. We took off, foot down. Polaris took off with me, and then I walked away from the Polaris. And the vibes were so high in that car. They were having such a good time. I think Macca was rowing out the window, and as I started to gap them, I gave him a little wave and said bye, and I kept singing along to Tina Arena. So that was so much fun. And yeah, then we lined up for the final with Jet Racing in the Ultra 4, and I was pretty happy when we took off and stayed ahead of them for most of the drag strip. But as they got more gears and I didn't have any left, they just came straight past. And by the end, I think the front of our car and the back of their car was maybe like a meter and a half, roughly. But I was doing like 130 k's an hour and racing that car and even getting close to being the same speed. Turns out Geordie's response was fair. I don't think any of us saw that close contention coming, so I was really proud of the car there. That was a lot of fun. And the short course. The short course was fun. It was really well designed, really well structured. And we ended up doing really well. That was just so much fun, again, as you'll see in the clips. The first berm ended up becoming so soft by the end of the day. The sand just lifted up. It was like train tracks. The whoops were awesome, the car was great, and I waved at Matt as he had the microphone in his hand every single time I went past. We had a straight run up towards where our friends and family were, and I got to spray them with rocks every time I went around the long left. And after like 1 or 2 trips around that long left berm, I was able to just hold it wide, and it was really cool, sliding with all 4 wheels, just making a ruckus and having a laugh, while Jeremy was waving to everybody. That was good. I cannot believe that we beat the King Chrome guys in that. I really thought it was going to be us, like, just waiting for the King Chrome guys to finish up ahead, and so we could safely cross the finish line. But yeah, as it turned out, it was us, Blowout Racing, Chickarel, and Jet Racing in the final, which was a cool combination of cars. 2 side-by-sides, one of the best Ultra 4s in the country, and one of the best Ultra 4s in the country wearing a trench coat. I see you, Blowout. That car is also a work of art. That's bloody amazing. GQ body on an Ultra 4 chassis, beautifully tuned shocks, 40s or 42s. Yeah, really cool. And as we said in the video of the short course, we are more than happy to finish behind that car because, some of the nicest guys in the game, one of the best cars in the country, the world, and yeah, just genuine, clean, cool racing. And we did exactly that. We just stayed reliable, just held the car together, had some fun. The dust was wild. I could not see anything. And if you watch closely in the video of us, you can see my eyes just get a little bit wider as I'm holding it flat in the dust, knowing that there's a tyre, or rather a set of tyres that we have to hit and go over somewhere. And I was looking beside me trying to find a braking point. Luckily the braking was pretty much spot on, pure luck, but I thought we were about a metre further that way, which meant that the outside of our front left tyre, I reckon, rubbed the inside of the wall tyre, the tractor tyre that was there. And so that was a bit of a surprise. But that, like, I literally could not see anything in the dust. Absolute zero. We're going as fast as we possibly could. GoPro died. We were almost silent in the cab at parts because we didn't know where to go. But once the dust cleared a little bit, we ended up catching a little bit of the gap up behind Blowout, and then we just held there, just having fun. Yeah, and then finished up second, as you can see. Got my nice big check, that was cool. But then the last event was the King Chrome All-Terrain. It was a track that, just like our first lap on the long course, we hadn't seen most of it, but then it did later on integrate to the long course, which we did recognise. We were the first car out there, so there was no tyre tracks, there was nothing. We went out blind, and we genuinely said before we left on that lap, we will probably go for a second run. I just want to get seat time. This isn't going to be the quickest lap we've ever driven. Then we took off, and like I remembered that I'd said that, but the first section of the track was so much fun, and I was confident in it, and I knew that we could go quick, and we did. It was by far the quickest that we'd done the first section, and then we got to the rock that we didn't know where to go from that point onwards, and it was a bit of a mystery. Pulled up for a sec, where the hell are we going? Oh yeah, found it. Had a few near misses on things that we couldn't see, but then as we got further and further through the lap, it was feeling really good. So good that if we had have gone again and the belt broke or something, and if we had have sacrificed that first lap time in order to take the second run, which was mandatory, I would have felt terrible, because we finished, and again, as you see in the video, we were like, that was quick, should we go again? I don't know. And both of us just wanted to go out for a run. And there were so many cows. There were so many cows on the track. One of them just ran straight up the track, and I was trying to get around, and he was the perfect defender. Like Daniel Ricciardo, like Red Bull 2018 kind of era defense. Ended up putting the lap together, had so much fun, held hands over the jump, just in case it was the last time we got to. It's quite romantic. And yeah, it ended up coming third, which was really cool. Bloody hell, Tank and Jackson just must have driven the wheels off their car. Like, they did so well. I know that Tank got a flat in the first lap, and they did very well to change that and get back out there and set the quickest time. So massive respect for those guys. That would have been so much fun, I reckon, to be in those cars, because God knows we were having a blast. I think we listened to Vangabus, Dancing Queen, and then Walking on Sunshine. And that was a top tier combo of songs to listen to while racing. Vibes were very high indeed. A special thank you to Kenda. Kenda have supported us this year, helping us out with some tyres. Once we got the tyre pressure set for how light the car is, with those tough sidewalls, it was dialed in. It would really highly recommend Kenda if you're thinking about new tyres. Carbon Offroad Australia. The winch helped us out immediately as we proceeded to block the track within a minute of starting the 6 hours. That was awesome. So yes, thank you very much to Carbon. It was nice having Reese coming around, checking in with us all weekend, and really good to have the bag on the back to carry everything around during the various events. Andre at Hyper Signs. The stickers look so cool. Andre knocked together a graphic of Dory with wheels and a helmet kicking up dust. Now I have many of these slap stickers that you best believe are going to be appearing on the back of your toilet door at home, as well as helmets, cars, where you most expect them. Thank you so much, Andre. I'm so happy with that. And we got big ones on the side of the car that go very well with the JKS Motorsports logo. So that was good fun. Feels like a real race car. ATV store, Luke, thank you so much for your support. The belt, helping us out ongoing with that. And for the air filter, that was awesome. And just everything you've done. Customer service is second to none with that. And thank you very much to ProMine Contracting. Brad has helped us out very much getting to the events. It would definitely be a close race, but I reckon we'd be in contention, maybe side by side against Macca and Eden, for first place in having the most fun. We really did. I genuinely was laughing pretty much the whole time. Every time we went past a broken down car, we'd pull over, check if they needed anything brought back from the pits. And like the love was reciprocated. When we were pulled over doing the drive belt, got the thumbs up, checking we're okay from everybody. And yeah, it was awesome to meet everybody. I hope you enjoy the video to come. Nonsense stitched together. Watch us explode the drive belt. Waving a billion times at people, and just having a good time. I'm sure you'll find it as entertaining as I have. Thank you, hope you enjoy, have fun. I'm going racing again next weekend. We'll do more videoing. See you, bye.
Very nice. Oh, let's go. Watch out! Ah! God damn it, make her rock. We're still alive, but I'm still. Everybody in the building. Spend a minute, tell me how you feeling. Cause I'm about to get into my feelings. How you feeling? How you feel right now?
Water temperatures going up, so it will be very interesting.
It's about that time.
And it looks like that Batman is taking him on. Young Jaden, JKS MOTORSPORTS.
Talking in my Balenciaga, he's trying to bring out the fabulous.
Pushing hard. Let's see if he can get through these big ruts. He's got a big truck on his bottom. There's JD right all over him. Bruce around the outside. JD and Bruce. Bruce is having a bit of a time. Looks like he's going to... Oh, JD's just cut him off there. That Can-Am is flying out in front. JKS lifting for the step up.
How many laughs, shots in my throat? Wanna get up, wanna get down. Oh, that's how I feel right now. Oh, we're good. We're in this together, baby. Under pressure. Oh, mama. What was that? Oh, bell. Drum bell, yeah. That's okay. We've got a spare. Yeah. Be quiet, Lizzo. There's no time for shenanigans. Ah, time to do some work, eh? Yeah. Got a copy, Geordie? Yeah, I got a copy. Hello, we're all good. We just do a drive belt, but we have a spare. We can change it in a safe spot. I blame Lizzo. Lizzo song and we were vibing, so yeah, I'm just going to put it down to that. Yeah, copy.
Did you break it?
Kind of.
A little bit?
A little bit.
Is it fixed?
Show me the hole.
Oh no.
Oh, I'm going to need you to turn the sun up. Just a small time girl. Living in a lonely world. A train going anywhere. What about the boy? What about the boy? Where did he live? In a small town. Yeah, right. Did he catch any public transport? I think he got a train.
Oh, it's tight racing as they're through the tyres here. Look at that.
I have no idea where we're going there. Me neither. Yeah, that's
out here. But Jaden Richardson, have a go at him through these corners. He's got that thing absolutely dialed. Coming up through here, he's got that big bank turn.
I saw him doing this. I was going to give it to him. I was going to give it to him. That was perfect. That was a beautiful jump.
Says, bugger that, we're in a race. We'll put on a show. It's a full... JKS still absolutely hunting.
Go. In a smoky room. I'll never forget a little jump out of mine and you said it was the trees on the outside. 20-foot tree. Street lights. People. Emotion. Hiding. Somewhere. What the fuck? Jesus Christ. Yeah. Straight up the guts, I reckon. There's no real line to it, do you reckon? Yeah. Yeah, that was alright. I love the drive. It's a point and shoot truck, mate. Put it in the calendar. What do we do to win stage? Feeling good? Yep, I'm feeling good. Hey, Judy, hard left. The other way. To the moon. Oh, I love it. So fast and whispered. A yellow-throated miner. Put it on the list. Another one. Oh my God. That is so soft. Okay, we're going to need wheel speed. Yeah. Okay, yeah, so it should be fine. In high. Yeah. Yep. Alrighty? Holy shit! What a drive! What a fucking drive! Oh, so let's get her done. Go! Yeah, easy done. Yep, good luck. Whoa, Black Betty, ramble ham.
Jaden Richardson about to cross the line for second place in the Superior Engineering Short Course. Cross the line, well done Jaden, absolutely smashed it. And that wraps us up for our Superior Engineering Short Course.